Piece of stagecraft today. Since the Russian investigation started, since the Trump administration's gotten underway, the U.S. attorneys have been shown the door, and 49 of them, I guess. Preet Bharara of the Southern District of New York, formerly, was at the hearing today. It was Godfather-esque to see him there, and he was live tweeting it. I wondered aloud how much people not in the New York-Washington corridor were going to be interested in this plot line. Heard from a lot of people in Olathe, Kansas, which I regard as kind of the American center of America, about 100 miles from where I used to live. They were very much watching this plot line. Was that stagecraft, or was there something else at work?
Preet, disclaimer, by the way, is a friend of mine. He came down to support Jim Comey. He also was fired. He also was a prosecutor like Comey in the Southern District of New York. And one thing that's interesting about Preet Bharara, he knows the Russia file because he was in charge of the investigation in 2010 when the FBI and the CIA wrapped up those illegals, those Russian illegal operatives who are living here under deep cover. You know, they show The Americans. Preet was the prosecutor who ran that case.
And Julia?
And they were apparently here, according to the DNI report, they were here to monitor the 2008 election. And this is where you see the contrast. If you read the Department of Justice complaint way back from the summer of 2010 when they were all arrested, it's ridiculous. They do things like Anna Chapman, that red-headed hottie that every American male was obsessed with.
Yeah.
It wasn't just them. She bought a burner phone, and she bought it for an address. She filled out an address, and she wrote 99 Fake Street. I mean, this was like, it wasn't the Americans. It was Pink Panther or Keystone Cops. So they've, since then, and they were trying to cozy up to think tank people. They were reading the press and sending back reports about what they read in newspapers. That was only 2010, that was 7 years ago or 6 years ago, right? If you compare it to the 2016 election, they've really figured their stuff out in 6 years.
Comey said today they're going to come back. Angus King respectfully said tonight they're not leaving, they're going to be here. A lot like our guests some nights, with great thanks at the end of a long day. I know you got to go home and slave over a keyboard. Jeremy Bash, Julia Yaffe, thank you both.